What is good, y'all? This is your girl, Queen B, coming to y'all with yet another reaction, y'all. But this is a good one, okay? While our boy is having to, answer to a sentence on January 10th, you got people who are actually great heroes out here who really deserves the medal. You know what I'm saying? Doing big things for your boy for his big day that is coming up on January 20th. With that being said, y'all, what we about to read, and then we're going to dive into the video. This is Apple CEO Tim Cook personally donated $1 million to Donald Trump's inaugural fund. Okay. Now, since Tim Cook has done this, a lot of other people, big time people as well, has did the same thing. Anywhere from Toyota, General Motors, Amazon. A lot of these companies are like, hey, we want to do the same thing too. So, look what he done did. A movement. As usual, though, we're talking about Trump here, guys. Trump. President Trump, that is. Put some respect on his name. With that being said, y'all, let's just read a little bit, then we're going to dive into the video. Apple CEO Tim Cook, who had one of the best relationships with the U.S. President-elect Donald Trump during his earlier presidency, seems to set for a repeat. According to report by X's citing sources, Apple CEO will personally contribute $1 million to Trump's inaugural committee. As an article in WSJ recently said, for years, through carefully choreographed dinners and meetings, Apple CEO Tim Cook did something that has eluded many other corporate leaders, as I just mentioned earlier. He developed a personal relationship with President-elect Donald Trump. Their rapid has been built in part by let's rewind it. The rapid has been built in part by zeroing in on areas of mutual interest between Apple and Trump's agenda. According to the Exodus report, sources said that Cook views the inauguration as a significant American tradition and is donating in the spirit of unity, what we all stand for, not that other mess, okay? The contribute is personal, meaning he went in his pocket, baby. Let me hold something, Tim. Let me hold something. Sign your girl up. All right. The contribute is personal, may not involve Apple. Not if, it's personal. So that means he went to his own pocket. All right. The CEO of Cupertino-based tech giant had multiple meetings during Trump's first term and recent ones, including a meeting at Trump Tower in his Bedminster in New Jersey, U.S., as well as dinner at the Mar-a-Lago, which was also reportedly joined by Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Hey there, Elon. Love you. All right, y'all. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the video, and we'll chop it up towards the end. Let's go. Amazon will donate $1 million cash to Trump's inauguration. Look at that. Boom. Let's go.
That Amazon, founded by the tech billionaire Jeff Bezos, is expected to donate $1 million toward Donald Trump's inauguration fund. This, as Bezos himself is expected to visit Trump in person in the coming days down in South Florida. And this is news that comes just one day after we learned that Meta, Facebook's parent company and founded by Mark Zuckerberg, also gave $1 million to Trump's fund. Both tech billionaires have their own histories with Donald Trump.
Okay, see, look up. You be getting censored on that too, baby. You have to be more careful. So I didn't even know he had a relationship with Trump, but okay, you learn something new every day. I guess that's what it's all about. I guess that's what it's all about, y'all. But let's get back into it. I didn't know that.
But it appears that they are leaving all of that behind, maybe even taking a page out of Elon Musk's playbook. Of course, he himself spent over $250 million supporting Trump's campaign, catapulting himself directly into the president-elect's orbit. Now, with only 39 days to go until Trump is back in office, we are seeing the billionaires working to ingratiate themselves with him, as they are certainly top of mind for him.
We have great people.
Mark Zuckerberg?
Well, Mark Zuckerberg's been over to see me, and I can tell you Elon is another, and Jeff Bezos is coming up next week, and I want to get ideas from them.
My source tonight is Kara Swisher,
I
host
guess.
of the podcast On with Kara Swisher and Pivot. And Kara, as soon as I saw last night that Mark Zuckerberg was donating $1 million through Meta, and now tonight learning that Jeff Bezos is doing the same through Amazon, I wanted to know, what do you think of this?
Well, I'm shocked that gambling is going on in this place. It's just, I'm not shocked at all. As I said, I think the last time we talked, the reason he was doing some of this is he wants space contracts. He doesn't want to be in the line of fire as he was in the last administration. He's virtually ignoring that he owns the Washington Post, which is supposed to be an independent newspaper. And they all want, they want to get out of the line of fire. Mark Zuckerberg was threatened with prison by Donald Trump during the campaign. And so they saw what happened with Elon, who spent quite a bit more money and decided just to throw some money in to look cooperative, I guess.
Do you think this is all being influenced by them watching Elon Musk and saying, he's at Mar-a-Lago all the time, he's with Trump all the time, he's up here on Capitol Hill often. Do you think it's all really leading back to that itself?
Well, they're probably kicking themselves that they didn't think of it first. A lot of people in this industry are what I used to call sheeple. They follow each other in a lot of ways. And they're seeing the benefits. Elon's wealth has grown $200 billion.
You said a Tom McDonald line, sheeple. Caught it. Tom McDonald, for those who don't know, go check out his song Sheeple, and you will know where she got that word from, baby. Stop playing. Let's go.
In the short time period he's been involved with Donald Trump, especially after the election. And so it's good for business. It's good for their personal wealth. Again, they stay out of the line of fire. They've been moving more conservative. They were libertarian more, but this is good for them and good for business. And that's what they're going to do.
I like you.
Good for shareholders. And that's what they're going to do.
And just what you mentioned there about Zuckerberg, this is when Trump said he accused him of plotting against him in the 2020 election with Facebook, and said that if he did it again, he would, quote, spend the rest of his life in prison. With Jeff Bezos, it was so bad that he was joking about sending Trump to space, and not in a nice way, after Trump said he was using the Washington Post as a tax shelter.
Right. Yeah. Well, there you go. I just did an interview with Mark Benioff, who's head of Salesforce this week, and they obviously he owns Time Magazine. He made Donald Trump the Person of the Year, which I think is deserved. Actually, that's not really the issue, but it was quite effusive. And here's someone that did not go to early Trump stuff and was very much against Trump, and now he's sort of in the tank again. This is what they do. This is what these people do. They want to maintain money, power, and influence, and they'll do anything at all to do that.
Well, and on that front, excuse me, Kara.
That's okay. You okay?
I'm okay. I think I swallowed a bug out here. Trump, though, in his Time, I'm kidding. Trump in his Time Magazine interview today was asked about conflicts of interest with Elon Musk and what that could look like. And I want to read you the quote that he said in response to that. He said, quote, "I think that Elon puts the country long before his company. I think he's one of the very few people that would have the credibility to do it, but he puts the country before, and I've often seen it, he puts the country before his company." You know Elon well, you've interviewed him. Is that how you would put it?
No, I would do the opposite. I think he puts his companies. He's a very aggressive and a very excellent entrepreneur and business person. There's no question about that in certain areas. And I think he puts his interests ahead of everybody's. I don't think that's very different from Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg or anyone else. The shareholders, of which they are the shareholders in many cases, the controlling shareholders, they put those people first. I think they want the country not to fail, obviously.
Right.
They want what
there we
they
go.
want,
Clean it up.
No regulation. They want a lot of focus on cryptocurrency in terms of boosting it. Everyone has a different thing they want, but they all want freedom from the government. They want the SEC off their backs. They want the IRS off their backs. They want the Justice Department off their back and the FTC. And that's what's being put into place is a much less, even almost completely, people that just won't bother them. And that's how they like it. And so if they have to be nice to Donald Trump to do so, they will. And when it suits them to turn on him, they will. So that's the way they are. As I've said for years, my whole book was about that. But that's the way they are.
I like her. Facts. Okay, they got to fall in line because why? He's the president of the United States, of course. Let me get my stuff together because the people that we were once rooting for and stuff like that are no longer in power. So yeah, let me jump on the Trump train. And like she said, they get a chance that they can, they will turn their back on them. They've done it. So how all of a sudden now, We on the Trump train. We on the Trump train. No, 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 no. It don't work like that. Keep them eyes open, Trump. Keep them eyes open.
People, and you can celebrate them as much as you want as entrepreneurs, but it's always in their self-interest, no question.
Well, you said that, I mean, they could turn on him. Could you envision that happening, in this term?
If something happened that wasn't in their interest, that, not until then. They're, the famous quote is no conflict, no interest, right? I mean, that they don't care about that. They don't care about that.
And that's where rhinos come in at, y'all. That's what y'all taught me, because it was a lot of people that in his first term that he was rocking with, and they became rhinos and stuff. So that's pretty much what can happen. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, some of these people have already done what they done to them, and they just trying to fall in line because he's the president once again. So it feels good to research and just know all this information, because you can see right through that bull BS.
I mean, they can go on and on about being patriotic. I've always found that people that talk about how patriotic they are have something going on that's maybe not as that way. You don't need to tout yourself as being over country when you've spent $250 million electing a president very explicitly. Now, look, powerful people have been doing this for decades and decades and hundreds of years in the United States. It's just behind the scenes. But this is an explicit pay to play kind of thing. It feels like that, or coin op, or whatever word you want to use. And so these people want no regulation, and they're going to get it. And that's what they're going to get. And so why not pile on? Why not give them $1 million? It's nothing. The money is nothing to these companies. They're so rich. They're the richest and most powerful companies on earth, and they want a piece of the action. And this is how you do it. So,
Kara, I'm sure we'll see if others follow suit. Thank you for joining tonight.
Thank you, girl. I like her, though. She was straight to the point. Fix. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I like her. I do. She was just real. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all, let's chop it up in the comment section. What are your thoughts? Who else do y'all think finna be donating just off of we know. Okay? I ain't said about Elon Musk, because, you know what I'm saying, he was with our boy. But all them other ones, you know what I'm saying? Well, Tim Cook, I can't say that about him either, because, he built a relationship with him. But Facebook, I don't know about the other ones, but I'm just saying. Shame on y'all. Anywho, appreciate y'all for tuning in, y'all. Let's go ahead and chop it up in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts, okay? To the next reaction. Be safe. I'm out.